duck or soy sauce.
Okay.
Crab rangoons.
Have you ever smelled duck sauce?
Hello. Thank y'all for tuning in. This is Under the Influence on Texas 101 Jams. I am S. Lynn.
I'm Brad the Barber.
Roy B.
And we have our guest, Chef Leslie.
Yeah.
All right, Chef, tell us about you.
Where you from?
Where you from? What you do?
I'm from
What you
that
specialize in?
big old city by the pond. I'm over there from Lamar. Represent Galveston County.
Lamar, Texas?
Lamar, Texas.
You went to Lamar High?
Yeah, I went to the front door where there is no back door.
What's that, Vauchain and
it's on Lake Road in 1760.
1760, yeah. The Vauchain come right there where the high school is.
Yeah, the Vauchain is where the high school. Yeah, it's
Wow.
No, you're not from Lamar. Huh?
Did you tell me that?
It's Vauchain.
Yeah, but I'm saying, did you tell me you was from Lamar?
Yeah, I probably, if you asked me, I probably
that's
did.
Yeah.
Front door, man.
That's where I
used to party like a
don't tell on yourself.
front door.
Huh?
That's where my children's mother, that whole family from down there.
Who your people?
Okay.
I mean, who's she?
You really want to put her on live, man. We don't want to put her on live, and we don't want to put her on this right here.
But I know about it. I spent some time out Lamar.
And you see that, you like,
Yeah, that one.
Like, nigga.
Yeah, I don't discuss that
I
no
don't
more.
know. Exactly. That's private.
Yeah.
Okay. That's not Facebook Live worthy.
Nah,
You can't put that on there like that.
Yeah.
You go down at Lamar, man.
It go down. Yeah, it's a lot of y'all H-Towns used to come down there and take out our females. You know.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. Y'all took a lot off our hands. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So how long have you been chefing it up?
This is now what, 7 years now?
Shut the front door.
Yeah.
So that shows because he was just leaving. Yeah, damn.
Yeah. So yeah, and when I moved to,
Fine.
well, I always loved cooking. You know, it just remind me of the fun time I spent with my grandmother. And you know, when she used to keep me out of trouble, she used to tell me, "Come in the kitchen, because you don't know how to act with nobody else." You know, so I go in the kitchen, cook with her,
Right.
have a good time, then go back and get in
first
trouble.
person I started cooking with too was
Grandmother.
my grandmother.
Yeah.
That's usually who it is.
Yep,
Yeah.
real talk.
So, yeah, that's
so,
what it was.
So when did you discovered that you had that passion 7 years ago?
7 years ago when I was in LA,
Yeah.
and I was out there doing comedy and stuff, and comedy wasn't bringing in the money it should be, and
Right.
I was cooking, you know, for my roommates and stuff, and they was just like, "Man, you need to sell this. This is how you can make money." And I just started selling it. I just started going in there and cooking and selling dinners.
Yeah.
And them dinners was people was
Paying
like,
the way, yeah.
"What you cooking tomorrow?" I'll go ahead and
Okay.
pay for my plate today. And I was just like, "Well, shit, you know what? I haven't even thought about it, but
Thank you.
yeah, okay, this
Yeah.
was gonna be a once a week thing." But
Right.
now it turned into a daily thing. And my homegirl, she worked for WB,
Mm-hmm.
and she told me to bring 20 plates up there.
Mm-hmm.
She said, "Bring them up there. Make sure your top stuff,
Right.
and you might have a gig." Well,
WB, the television station.
yeah, WB,
Right.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean Warner Brothers.
Warner Brothers.
Warner
Gotcha.
Brothers
Okay.
Studios.
Gotcha.
Okay.
She worked in the executive office. I went in there and started feeding them.
Right.
And some other lady called me the next day, and she was like, "Could you do a catering for 300 people?
Okay.
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner." I said, "You want me to do 100 for
That's
breakfast,
rare.
100 for lunch, and 100?"
Yeah,
No, she was like,
right.
"No, I need you to cater breakfast, lunch, and dinner." And
For 100
yeah,
people.
for 300 people.
300 people.
And I was like,
Oh.
yeah. She said, "Do
Right.
you have your license and things?" I'm like, yeah, I got everything. I got all my paperwork. She's talking about, "Oh, okay, this just in case somebody come up here, we just need to have it on, you know."
Right.
She never got that paperwork, but but I got that
Well,
check.
yeah, okay, I know somebody.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you, your
You
food
said you're
is
doing something in
on point.
26 too, right?
Yeah,
Oh,
I got
No,
so much
26, channel 26?
Fox 26. My cookies were on
Yeah.
Fox 26. I thought you were about the 26th of this month.
No.
Yeah, but no, Fox 26, my cowboy cookies. Thanks to Lauren L Boogie for putting my cookies out there with Fox 26. You know, they liked them. I found out on the show they were called cowboy cookies. It was just a recipe from my grandmother with chocolate chip pecan. So
Okay. Thank you.
Cowboy
yeah,
cookies.
they call them cowboy cookies here in
Yeah.
Texas.
Because they added pecans to it.
Yeah, just because they
You
put
learned something new.
Yeah, I learned something new on the station. She tried me
Okay.
too. The girl that was interviewing, she tried me. She was like, "So, you got cowboy cookies here?" I was like, "No, these are chocolate chip pecans." And
So
she
you
was
might
like,
well call me Cowboy Cookie Man. But I love cookies and shit.
yeah.
Okay.
Cakes.
Pies,
Man,
cakes.
you can't miss me. God
Yeah.
damn.
But I did that cooking out there, and shoot, that was a trait that I brought back with me, you know. Trait I brought back with me and stuff. I slowed down on my comedy. I haven't stopped writing, but I had to put it on the back burner. I had to pay bills and things like that. You got to man up. You know, you got to do what you got to do to man up.
Right,
expensive.
right.
And so,
too.
it's
Yeah, it's
expensive.
expensive.
And then I got hustled by my roommate. That's a whole nother story.
Oh,
But,
wow.
yeah, I was-
Look, we got time now.
Look, found out I was paying the rent. I was paying the rent for both of us.
Yeah.
No
Yeah,
way.
he was hustling me.
Wow.
Yeah, so,
But that's
you know.
California, though.
Yeah,
That's what
everybody
they do.
got to hustle out there.
They do.
And,
Exactly.
So, you know, after that, I was living in my truck, still cooking for these people.
Shut up.
I went and got a barbecue pit. I had an air mattress. This is all in the back of my truck.
Wow.
At night, I put the barbecue pit on the side of the truck, blow up my
You
air
like
mattress.
that?
I had
Yeah.
I had a O.J. Simpson, a
Bronco?
Bronco, and shoot, take that top off at night,
Yeah.
lay down on the beach.
Yeah.
I went to the beach every night.
Ain't
Yeah.
Slept on the
chasing
beach.
you think you was OJ or nothing.
Nah. If anything, they would have been helping me out with that truck as regular as we looking, you know. But I mean, I did that out there, and that was my grind. Until then, my cousin, she was like, "Don't sleep in the back of that car no more. You need to come over here and stay with me." So I started staying with her. But no, I mean, comedy out there, it was some doors I wasn't interested in going in. So that's a whole nother show.
All right,
But
now.
I wasn't interested in going out all the doors they had open for me. So I'm back here in Texas.
All right now.
Cooking.
And
yeah.
it's good.
Yeah,
I
man.
just had some.
I appreciate that. And so, you know, my food,
point.
my food is where, you know, I can wake up every day and cook. I mean, when I get frustrated, I go cook.
So it's like therapy.
It's therapy,
Cooking is
and
therapy
I don't
for
get
a lot of
I
people.
don't get tired of cooking. So it's just something that I do.
And
on
your
a daily.
specialties are?
My specialties are Caribbean, seafood, beef, and now I'm thinking about putting vegan on there, you know, because hey,
That's the new thing.
that's the new thing.
Vegan is a new black.
I got so many recipes. When people know you on the radio, they know
Yeah,
you.
that's
on
what
it.
they
looking.
do. That's what they
They
do.
looking.
That's what they do.
But,
it never fails.
They want to see if it's live. But no, I just I'm about to put vegetarian dishes on there as well because I've taken my vegetarian meals to a whole new level. There's a couple of restaurants that people say their food tastes like it's bought out of, you know.
Out
but
the
mine's,
store?
yeah, mine's. They say mine's.
They saying
is-
your vegetarian food tastes like it's been bought up.
yeah, I'm not gonna put no names out there because I know a couple of the owners.
Okay, all right.
But you know, I make my burgers from scratch.
The black bean burgers?
Black
Or just
bean,
burgers?
black
Okay.
bean burger. I make a mean black bean burger.
Okay.
I get in there and do my beans the night before. Then I
Okay.
mash them up, and
Right.
then you know I slow cook them. I put them in the crock pot. Hey, I
Okay.
use the crock pot. I use
Okay.
all those. You know,
Oh, that's what Mama did.
Yeah.
You set that thing on low and went to sleep.
Exactly. Woke up in
Hey,
the
y'all
house
don't
smelling
understand.
lovely.
You go to sleep in my house, you wake up smelling anything.
Okay.
Man, listen.
My wife just made vegetarian lasagna in the crock pot.
I've heard about that.
It's good
in
as
the
hell.
crock pot.
I need to
lasagna
learn that.
in the
That's
crock
telling
pot.
you.
I've heard
It's
about
on
that.
point.
I
Vegetarian
haven't
lasagna.
tried it, but
And she
Crock
just
pot.
laid everything like that,
Yep.
and then let it
Spinach,
cook.
kale,
What
whatever.
kind of
She put it in
I
there
got
raw.
industrial. I'm
Thank
like,
you.
I bought her a nice little crock pot. You know what I'm saying?
you bought her like
I'm
one of
telling
them turkey
you,
roasters.
It's on.
A
It's
big
on.
one?
I'm telling you, it's good.
Oh,
Put the
wow.
cheese, everything.
So
Just
when
like
you boil the,
No, you put the noodles in there.
All that in there,
everything.
and
Yeah, the
fries and let
sauce
it-
you layer in the sauce.
Wow.
Kinda,
I want to try
It's
it.
good.
I know
you
you're
got-
gonna try it.
It's good. It's
He
good.
gonna try. The chef gonna try
I'm trying
it
to
too.
figure out. That's a lazy man dish. I might have to pick up that. You know,
That's what I like
Yeah,
about the
fancy
crock pot.
spread.
Crock
I
Yeah.
love the crock
It's
pot.
that.
I'm a
My
crock
whole
pot
thing is
cooker.
trying to, you can't take no crock pot up to no place talk about, yeah.
You cannot. You cannot.
Yeah, but that's
people
on
gonna
the
look
day.
at you
Take it
side
out.
What's the
eye.
difference from cooking for
Side eye.
the house versus 300 people? So, you got to.
Yeah.
What I try to do is I try to keep that home feeling in it. So I try to cook small portions. I might use 3 big pots and cook it like that, because when you get industrial size, you lose the
quality.
you lose the quality that you would try to put in there,
Right.
And then when you get into too big, you're not cooking with your heart no more. Now you're trying
Yeah.
to remember
You're trying to fill the
ingredients,
space.
trying to. Now you measuring. But if you
measuring.
give me
Right.
three nice size pots, I'm
Right.
gonna
exactly.
measure anything. I just
Right.
go with the flow.
Right.
And so I try to keep everything down to size,
Scale to
so
certain-
I can still cook with love, as my
Right.
grandmother say.
Exactly.
And that's
'Cause
one
love
thing.
matters. I mean,
That's one thing about that kitchen. If you ain't cooking with love, anything can turn out in that pot.
exactly.
You get in there and you frustrated, you'll mess up anything.
Yeah, you burn it.
Yeah,
Put
so-
too much salt in it.
I tasted a bunch of love. I ain't gonna lie, man.
Right.
I tasted some
Yeah.
love, and that salmon, it was love, and them
Okay.
potatoes,
It
the
was
greens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit, make me want to take home a to-go plate. Man.
Hey, it's enough in there. Y'all take that home,
Okay.
You take that home.
Yeah.
But, so I try to, and when I do my meal preps and all that, I try to make sure, I cook.
So if people
cooking
wanted
down.
to do a meal prep, how would they reach you?
Oh, they can reach me at Leslie Personal Chef. Oh, shoot, I don't even know my own email address. I gotta pull this out all the time. So they will reach me at Leslie Personal Chef at Gmail.
Okay.
Or they can hit me on my phone, 832-260-2966. A lot of people hit me on Facebook and they DM me
Instagram,
on
whatever.
Instagram.
Okay.
A lot of my bodybuilders hit me on.
You do Twitter?
Yeah, Twitter. That's what I was. They hit me on Twitter and stuff, So it was like, man, I've
That's
been looking
like
at
my
your
grandmother
dishes.
was saying,
Yeah,
Twitter.
Twitter.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can hit me up on
Yeah,
that, and
tweeting.
we can go from there and things like that. Right now is bodybuilding season because
It is.
these dudes is talking about
Competition.
I can only eat chicken and brown rice and
Yes.
and one green, and I'm like,
And one
bro, that's
green,
not
yeah.
boring. And
I
they
seen
was
one brother. He eats sweet potato
Sweet
yeah,
potato is your best one, though.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
with the brown rice.
With the brown
and it'll be
rice.
like 2 scoops of brown rice.
You know, like them carbs and good carbs.
yeah, good carbs, a good
But
carb.
what he uses his protein.
Complex
And
carbs.
he has chicken.
The chicken.
But see that's why
I just
do.
thought it was funny that because I'm like, damn, 2 carbs. But I mean, when you're at that, the amount of energy and calories that they burn in their
Right.
workouts. See, those carbs for somebody like me, that would make me fat all over. They put in
Yeah.
so much work. They burning
Burn
all that.
it off.
They burning
Yeah,
that
look,
off.
Hey, when I told
one day I was watching The Rock, and I guess it was the morning before, because I follow him on Instagram,
Yeah.
and he had a stack of freaking pancakes,
Yeah.
looked like
Shut
8
up.
pancakes. He said, "I'm finna eat this and go work out." I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah.
I do.
No way.
Right now, I'm doing.
Stack of pancakes.
I do what? I do them. What? Last week I had to do 70 pancakes. These for all 7 of my bodybuilders.
Shut
So I
up.
did 70 pancakes. Yeah, they
That's
eat.
10 pancakes a person.
Yeah, that's 10 pancakes a person.
Wow.
And
So you better believe they're not gonna eat. Like if their next eating will be a replacement shake.
Well, no, they bulking up right now
Yeah,
because they trying to get to the high class. See, this week, okay, for these 2 weeks,
So they eating a
they're
lot.
bulking up, so they eating. Now
Like
the last 2
10,000,
weeks,
12,000
the
calories.
last 2 weeks before the competition, that's when it's gonna be
Cut
every
carbs.
other. Yeah, they're gonna start because they want to lose all
See,
that
my
water.
man, after
Cut
his
carbs,
competition,
man.
Yeah.
after his competition, he goes. He be out in Vegas, and after his competition, like the very next day, like 'cause they all went out there as a team. Man, they all showed online. They were somewhere and they were eating hamburgers, because their body, like, they want to eat it. Like, they ready to eat now. They ready to eat normal. Their body like, okay, you
Yeah.
gonna put us through all this. We ready to just go ham.
So what I do different for my bodybuilders and why I'm starting to accumulate a lot of bodybuilders is because I don't give them just chicken and turkey. I give it to them, but I give them also, like I tell them, you need poultry that actually works out. So, you got your turkey and your chicken, neither one of them fly. But when I start giving you your duck, you eating much leaner quality of meat. When I start giving you your all your birds that fly and that good quality meat, the guys actually started, quail and stuff like that. When they started noticing the difference, they was like,
that's what they were requesting.
hey, bro, hey, this didn't take much of a workout to turn into muscle like I needed to. So I got certified. I'm a certified nutritionist. Yeah, I'm a certified nutritionist now. I also did some things with the state of Texas. Now I'm known through the state of Texas as a certified nutritionist and a dietitian. So I got, there's things that I'm trying to do to build my empire, and I'm my brand, not empire.
Yeah,
build my
it's
brand.
A brand and soon to be empire.
So it's just things that I've learned that or work out much better. Even for my guys like you that just want to work out on the daily, and you get tired of turkey and chicken. That's the number one reason why a lot of people get out of meal preps. They quit paying their chefs because they get bored with the meals.
Right.
I guarantee in my meal preps that you will not have the same repeated meal within 2 weeks.
Good.
So therefore now I might line it up: chicken on Monday, fish on Tuesday, Wednesday you'll have your duck, you'll have some steak on Thursday, Friday you'll have some. I probably wouldn't even give you no protein on Friday. I probably do because I know you finna go into the weekend. I know you finna try to, do your own. So I won't give you no protein, and I probably won't give you any carbs.
You have a vegetarian?
I'm a vegetarian. Okay, so it's this one dude. He's a vegetarian, but he's not a bodybuilder. He's just a trainer. He's a personal trainer, and so I might fix him a pot of beans.
Because it kills me when people say, when you tell them you don't eat meat, or like when Aaron Foster stopped eating meat, and people are like, well, what are you eating for protein? That shit tickles me to death. Because I'm like,
funny,
you obviously don't understand that there are more. What do you think they were eating before they started eating meat? Yeah,
exactly.
It's like your beans, your peanuts.
What do the strongest freaking animals on the planet eat? Grass, vegetation.
Right.
Yeah. And you think you're stronger than a cow because you eat a cow? Or stronger than a bull because you eat a bull?
You got other alternatives. Yeah, you got other alternatives.
That go to show you a lot of people don't really, know like
protein.
I asked a man a long time ago dealing with when I was doing Amway, and I was buying these really good organic vitamins. I mean, they were so good and so pure that you had to eat food before them because they would cramp your stomach. It was that good, right? So I got the box in my client. Back then, this is back when I was at Elevation, so this is about 7 years ago.
7 years ago.
Somewhere around there, right? He said, I asked him, he said, what is that? I show him or whatever. He's like, oh, yeah. I said, what kind of vitamins you take? I said, I don't take vitamins. And I said, you don't take vitamins? And I know this already. We've known that vitamin C is in fruits or whatever. But he's like, should I just eat the right vegetables and the right fruits on the right days? He said, what do you think we was taking before we started taking vitamins? It's like, no, he didn't say that to me, but it's like, which goes back to a lot of simple things, like you're not certain. We're not supposed to really be ingesting certain things.
And me as a nutritionist, I try to get my clients away from vitamins. I try to make sure when I do their meal prep, you're getting a total. You get all the nutrition that you need,
right,
in a balance, like he said, from everywhere. Right. So you get your iron from your beans as well. People don't understand. You need iron, zinc, and oranges. That helps you fight off the flu. The flu season, man. I was in there. I was eating my own stuff. I was like, I didn't catch the flu. Not gonna
That's
wood.
what I do.
So. You just got to make sure you're taking in the right nutritions to make sure your body can fight off all those bacteria, all those viruses and things that's going around. Like with my women, doing meal preps for women is the hardest thing because you have to make sure their hormones is balanced. If you cannot balance a woman's hormones, she cannot do what she want to do. That's either lose weight or either gain weight. I got a lot of women. I got a text from a woman today. She was talking about because she said, I'm getting ready to go into my period, and I was like, okay, well, this week I want you to go ahead and start drinking ginger. Women don't understand that ginger
cure a lot of stuff.
Yeah, awesome. But it also helps you with your pain. That period.
Right. Exactly.
It's a root. And so then I told her the week of, go ahead and add turmeric to that ginger tea, and then you have your ginger. A lady that used to have heavy flow and cramp real bad, she said, I didn't have all that. I was like, that's that ginger.
Right.
You got to understand that you got to balance your hormones. And if you're not balancing your hormones, and for men too, you got, when you're doing these meal preps, you got to make sure you're taking the right things. You got to get, you got to make sure you're getting that intake of testosterone that you need.
It's a few things
because
happen to a man.
when you start working out, a lot of men don't want to tell you. I mean, you're not gonna hear from men because men ain't gonna tell you. A lot of their sex life slack down,
but
and that's because
I'm not in the mood. I'm not in the
mood.
You know what else?
Shut the front door.
It's testosterone. It's testosterone, but you know what else?
If any woman that ever went with it, I'm not.
What else though? Nitrous oxide. That's another thing that goes down as you get older. And also your HGH levels drop as you get older too. So nitrous oxide beats.
That's what I was just gonna say.
I said beats earlier.
You wake up in the morning like this.
Beats. I told this one dude. I said, hey, you gotta get you some beet juice. And I said, I'm gonna make you some beet juice. And you tell me after 2 days, you tell me how you feel and how things. His wife called me. She said, he needs some more of that beet juice. She was like, because that right there, that's what it is. That just increasing your circulation, that blood flow.
Right. You look at,
So they need.
So if you got ladies, if you have that man that he's a gym rat, but your sex life is declining, call me. I got you.
Right,
call me. I got you. He'll be happy you call me.
Hey, you didn't see that vitamin commercial? Well, it wasn't a vitamin commercial.
With that man,
with the best baseball player, Frank Thomas,
and all them white women all around him.
Yeah, he was talking about
eugenics.
And the one thing that he was saying, and he would know, going from being in your prime, working out, to know how your body works, to being older after the game, he's like, testosterone dies down, but the eugenics has but like I always say, man, this stuff right there, like if you
just eat right, if you just
eat right,
you know what
you have to. And the thing is, all this stuff is searchable on Google. You can learn a lot, just by hitting Google. But also, like I tell people, you can call me and talk to me, hit me. I'll answer questions. I don't charge you to talk to you or answer no questions.
That's one of my. I love to do research on these types of things because a lot of things happen with the male body. Just like women go through hormonal changes, we go through them too. As we age, we don't really talk about it. They just say testosterone, but it's a lot more that happens in your body than like I say, your nitrous oxide levels go down as you get older. And that's HGH level. That's why you have these professional athletes taking HGH. You know what I'm saying? Because you produce more of it when you're young. When you're younger, you produce a lot of these.
After you turn 25 as a male, and the thing is about just to piggyback what you said, men don't discuss when things go wrong with their bodies. We keep it to ourselves, and because we don't want our boys,
we walk around here with cotton.
Yeah. So what you gotta understand is, after the age of 25, a lot of things start declining in the men's body.
That's true.
Because you gotta understand, from the age of 25, from the age of 16 to 25, if we not married, half of us is just, like rabbits. Real talk. If you remember your age between 16 and 25, hell, some of us between the age of 14 and 25, we were like, you could go like rabbits. But then after 25, that's when a woman, her hormones kick in, and that's when she So now the man, that's why you got so many cougars. They want because they want it, They want that all day. All that work shit all day. Yeah, they want it. And so you gotta understand.
So what you were saying is that nutrition can help correct.
Nutrition can help correct. And just because, and let me tell people this, food preps is a luxury. You can do a lot of it, because I'm gonna tell you now, I don't know anybody, if you getting somebody to do your meal prep for under $200, stick with them. You win it. You win it.
Don't come over here one duck.
Yeah, the thing is, you're not gonna get my meal preps with crabs and all that, and think you finna pay $200.
Mine's probably cheaper because it's vegetarian dishes. Man.
Well, vegetarians are a whole lot different. I can do a vegetarian for a week for $150. No lie.
See, that's what restaurants kill me with up pricing shit that's not that expensive.
Yeah.
When you go to the produce section, all that shit is not like you got the brisket plate that's 13 and the goddamn vegetarian plate is 15. For what? Like they kill me
soul
with that
food
shit.
restaurants, these
that
soul
shit
food
kill
restaurants
me.
around here, they be like, oh, it's $11. $11 for what?
For what?
It's vegetables.
You pay how much you pay for the milk? You know what I'm saying? And it's
Right,
macaroni.
exactly,
You know,
exactly.
I'm just trying to figure it out. My people will tell you, I'll go in the kitchen and cook me up something quick. I know how long it's gonna take, so versus me going to Papa Do's, I can go cook you a Mardi Gras pasta in less than 30 minutes, and we be all in there eating multiple plates, having multiple drinks,
Thank you.
and we have a good time. I'm just saying that they overcharge for everything, but if you get meal preps that I supply, there's no repeating. You're gonna pay that penny for it. But if you getting the ones like I know one dude, he do meal preps. He's a personal trainer and he do meal preps. Where he had the time to personal train and do meal preps, and then when I seen his meal preps, he did a woman a meal prep for a whole week: chicken, sweet potatoes, and rice, brown rice. That's what she had for the whole week. I'm like, bro, that's boring. One, that's boring. Two, about the second day, she not gonna want it no more. So guess what?
No.
She not gonna eat the rest of them unless
She's
she
gonna
just
give it to
really
somebody.
disciplined. And so what my meal preps consist of is you might have a teriyaki steak salad one day. You might have a kung pao chicken the next day. You might have smothered. I do a soul food without with the coconut flour, so you don't have the regular, just to give you that flour base. But you might have smothered chicken. You might have come in there and you might have. I'm just thinking
So
of
it
the top
would
of
be
my
like
head.
low carb,
Low
with that type of
carbs,
flour and
low carbs, yeah. And the thing is other ways to substitute for the things that you want, and you can still get the same quality of food
And
without as
flavor
many
and taste. Right.
calories.
Right.
And so that's why I also developed my own seasonings
Oh,
for people that are on meal preps that was like, I'm tired of having just salt and pepper on my chicken.
Right.
Who the hell gonna eat salt and
Salt
pepper
and
chicken
pepper
every day?
Exactly.
So I've developed my own seasonings. I've developed my own, like y'all just had my Chipotle seasoning.
Yeah.
Off the chain.
Yeah, it is.
And that's that's
Nice
a meal
little
prep.
spice to
Yeah,
it.
it's got
not
that
too
kick.
spicy. Perfect balance. It was
Yeah,
real good. I'm gonna tell you. I like the way that you see food.
Yeah.
That's what I like about talking to you. Is
And it was
the
a
way
dope-
that you see food.
And guess what was in there? Grounded beets. So what you do is you dry
Grounded
your
beets?
You dry your beets out in
your seasoning.
Yeah, you dry the
Shut
beets
up.
out. You
Yeah.
dry the beets out.
Yeah.
And your fruit dry. And your
So that had that little nice color
yeah.
on
So
there like that.
so you get your you
Right.
dry it out. You grind it in a food processor, and now it has no juice in it.
Yeah.
And you just keep grinding, and now you
So
gotta
it's like
you
powder.
gotta powder and mix that in.
Oh.
Now you just got your dose of
I'll tell you
testosterone.
one
It's
thing you
got
have
that
is
Somebody's
Yeah,
real
okay.
fly right there.
And
Yeah.
see, now you're gonna be like, oh, okay, yeah, okay, I feel
No
that
wonder
extra
I
little
went
up in the
home
morning.
like that.
But I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you, they got like, you know how you go to the store and you see those little sex pills,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and everything. If you look at everything, it says with ginseng.
You right.
And a lot of people are fooled to think ginseng is the only root, which we're talking about a root.
Yeah,
Ginger's a root.
ginger.
Like these roots are really, to me, are the number one blockage of cancerous growth and
Turnips.
Potent.
Turnips.
Yeah, and they
Turnips.
that's what Dr. Sibby was teaching was about those roots.
Yeah.
But I got off tangent for a minute. But I was saying all that to say that I was listening to when you were saying, because I asked you where did you go for your training for culinary high school, and he was like, man, I work off apprenticeship, and that's what they changed a lot for barbers because there were barbers in certain states. I don't know how many more states are still
Doing
for
apprenticeship.
apprenticeship just for barbers,
I
but
think maybe Louisiana.
maybe
Arkansas,
Alabama, something like that.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
y'all- it works like that
It
with
used to
you
be
too?
where you
Some
could
of
come and you could sit in a shop.
It
The
used
same
to.
thing that you did. Walk in and say,
for like a year. 2
Yeah,
years.
walk-
Yeah,
for
because I
you
was
years.
apprentice. I was an apprentice.
So then you learn, and then you can go to maybe
Hey,
China
you
to
do
do
some
some.
dreads. Hey,
Hey, and I was
you
an
did some
apprentice.
dreads.
So hey, there you go.
So I mean, when you said that you went to these different restaurants to sit under them or whatever,
Right.
it shows because I guess just really, and I mean, of course I tasted the food, but just I guess the things that he's saying and the facts he's giving, but I also know too because I come from kind of a really sturdy diet background.
Yeah.
And I grew up vegetarian.
Yeah.
Right.
And like all the vegetarian products, you see all these black beans and Morningstar. Like I didn't. Well, back then I don't think it was as bad.
Yeah.
But now they've heightened the dosage of soy, which is estrogen based.
It
Yeah.
is estrogen based,
So-
and men don't know that.
Yeah,
They
and
eat
I
it.
think because I'm naturally an emotional person, so I'm like, damn, I've been drinking all this, eating
all this
fucking
stuff
shit,
all
bro.
this
I'm
time.
an emotional
yeah.
nigga on top, so I gotta like now I'm gonna eat more beets.
Right.
I mean, beets
And I
is
don't
good.
want you to just eat more beets, and I don't want to get that
No,
as the
no,
wrong.
no.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Okay.
saying, but you know, people be like, I need my beets.
Yeah,
I'm in here buying beets.
I got-
There's other things, you know, you need.
I went soft last night. I need beets.
I need beets. Right.
Boy,
But
second
it's
night in a
good.
row.
But it's
We
good
need to invest in the beet
education.
market.
But it's good
So they can
education
beat.
that
Not
we didn't
Beats
have
by
before.
Dre.
Yeah.
Beats
Yeah,
that you eat.
beets that you
Yeah,
eat,
it's education that we didn't have before.
Yeah, and so you know, basically off of what he's saying, my apprenticeship is I did my reviews on these restaurants. I went into the top ones, and I was just like, you know, I see you hiring, and they like, yeah, and I'm like, I'm not here for the pay,
Right.
and I'm like, and they when they ask, they like, well, you know, fill out the application. I fill it out, and then when they ask what I wanted for pay, I put 0.
Mm-hmm.
So of course, when you put 0, they were like, okay, what's going on?
Very confused.
So, and when they brought me in, one of them brought me in for an interview, and she was like, so you meant to put open or, you know, for your pay? I was like, no, I want to work here just to get the experience. I was like, I'm a
Right.
chef. I need this experience,
Right.
and I just want to pick up the trades. I don't, you know, this is something. And so apprenticeship and with cooking is 4 to 5 months. So I did it for 4 to 5 months, and you get your experience, and then when they ask you who taught you, you can say
So-
such and
Name
such.
drop, right, which is good.
And so, and that's how I develop my sushi and things like that. So I get in there and make sushi, and people be like, "Oh, it's
awesome.
restaurant quality."
Right.
Of course, I learned from you know.
What's funny is sushi ain't
You
hard to
part
make.
Asian
It's
or
not that hard to
something?
make.
You part Asian?
Yeah, that's the first
So
time.
I be seeing the little ladies and when they're making the samples, and I said, that, well, I've seen people in the restaurants too, but I be watching them women, they be pumping them out.
But you got to know how to use that
Hey, but
knife.
sidebar right quick.
Yeah, you
so
do.
I'm looking at the comments, and the lady said, I won't be able to watch Will Chris. She's a female. I think. Looking
Yeah,
at
it's a
this.
female.
She said, I won't be able to watch the whole show, but can you get his information for me? I want to try the ginger tea. I'm so tired of popping ibuprofen. 800 milligrams,
Yeah.
2-3 times a day.
Yeah.
Roots.
Roots.
See, Dr. Sissy.
And I'm gonna tell you real
Know
quick,
your
if you still
roots.
watching, let me tell you real
Know
quick.
your roots.
Get you some
Know
ginger
your
tea.
roots.
Go to you can go to HEB and just get plain ginger tea. Make sure it has no sweetens, no sodium, no nothing. You got to take your time and read these boxes. Make sure it has nothing.
Yep.
Go get you some honey. Go to your local farmers
some
market.
local honey.
Go
Go to
to
Whole
the
Foods and drop
farmers.
$10 for the tea.
Don't go to Whole Food Market and get that tea out of there. That's too overhead price. And when you go get your honey, don't go to Whole Food Market for the honey. Go to your local farmers markets that's here on the weekends, and then there's one
homemade,
downtown,
yeah.
and get that
That
with no
fresh raw-
fresh
fresh
raw
raw-
sugar.
Right.
Add
Fresh raw
that because
honey.
you're not gonna be able to drink that ginger just because it's a spice. You got to remember, ginger is a spice, so it's spicy as hell. So you sit there and drink, you're gonna like, and then you're gonna do that the whole time. So go get you some local honey, put it in there, and sip on it. You can sip on it. I tell you to have at least 2 cups of ginger tea a day, 1 week prior to your period.
Right.
What they call? What's the correct term for it?
Menstrual.
Menstrual
cycle.
cycle. Yeah, menstrual cycle. So have it do it, and then the next week, the week of, add turmeric, because with that heavy blood, with your blood flow, the turmeric puts back vitamins and it helps you thicken up your blood, so it won't flow as easily as it would on your regular
So
cycle.
would that be good for somebody who's anemic?
Yeah, that would be good because turmeric has iron in it. So you know. You gotta know your herbs and your spices. You gotta know it. Yeah. So
also, what's his name's too? what is the anemic?
Anemic, yeah.
Iron too, yeah.
Yeah, you know, and you got, and another thing, everybody is on iron. Zinc is important. Zinc come from carrots. Zinc come from sunflower
Everything
seeds.
you need is in fruits and vegetables.
And then, let's not forget our seeds. A lot of people forget your seeds. You can't forget your seeds. Your seeds have a lot too. And if you forget about your seeds, then that's going to be a lack of your balance and your nutrition. So, you know, you have your seeds, and you need to know that seeds have a lot of.
Your peppers are good for circulation, capillary.
So there's a diagram.
Well, what about onions for men? They say red onions or onions for
red
men?
onion. Oh, so like
Red onion for men?
what I do for a couple of my older guys, I make them vinegar, red onions, cucumbers, and like, remember that salad your mama used to always have in the refrigerator? And you used to be like, oh, it's good as fuck. That's
with every meal.
It has
Every meal.
It has its benefit.
Yeah.
That white vinegar, that red onion, tomatoes, and cucumbers.
With that
Man, do you understand?
Salt and pepper.
One is good for your bones. The good is good for your bones.
Okay.
It's also good for your teeth and your hair and your because you got white
That
vinegar.
little bitty salad.
That little bitty salad, and you don't need much. You don't need much, and it's good for your nails. It's good for your hair. It's good for come on, man. It's good for your. I said bones already.
You did.
And then white vinegar is good for your skin. Come on now.
And it's good for your blood too.
It's good for your blood. All you guys and all you people that have to go take drug tests, put a little white vinegar in your diet.
Okay,
If you just gotta do it, just put a little white vinegar in your diet.
If you smoking kush like me.
Yeah. Well, I don't smoke anymore.
Thank God I work for myself.
Yeah. Hey, you know the ones that don't, you ain't even in charge.
Hashtag self-employed.
So you know, when you look at like, y'all ever remember watching that the last 30 days of Left Eye when she was up in Honduras with Dr. Sibby?
Yeah.
I've seen some of that.
And you really, like, mind you, she went back home, got her friends, and brought them out there.
Yep.
And I just remember watching that. So like, I think their first day out there when they got up in that morning, she gives them. And it wasn't like one of them, it was like the real herbs. I'm talking about like no cut.
Yep.
Like your dope back in the day, just pure.
Pure.
And I remember she drank all of hers like it wasn't nothing. Just, She said, And everybody was like, because when you smell it, it stinks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They drank that thing, and the first thing that you do is you throw up.
Yeah, because
it's so pure, it's rejecting everything in you.
All the toxins.
Purging you.
And that's
and that go to show you that when you look, because there's a chart they have, right? It's a chart that is really just this part of your body here to the waist, and everything that's in there. So you got certain fruits and vegetables that's good for your intestines.
Yeah.
It's good for everything. The garlic's good for your heart. The onion's good for your heart. All that good stuff. There's a reason why they don't preach that anymore.
Yep, because it's medicine. They push it medicine.
And not only that, it's cheaper to eat like that.
It's cheaper.
It's cheaper to eat fruits, vegetables,
but
like all seasons. Like we've been so trained that soul food is high sodium.
Yep.
But when you go, like, don't go get the Hill Country Fair. Like what he's saying, like you go and get you like the thyme or real seasonings, no sodium, and people they hide that from us, and that's why we always gonna be messed up. Because we don't really know what these foods really do for us.
Let me tell you a real secret of mine too, real quick. I go buy my herbs fresh, but then I dry them out in the oven and put them in a jar. Because the thing is, you can't keep them fresh long. Herbs on the shelf, if you pick them out, if you don't have the pot in there where it's sticking in the grass, in the soil, and it's getting constant moisture, it will not even 7 days. You're supposed to only keep it for 5. On the second day, put it in the oven, dry it out, cook it at like 200, 150 to 200. Don't be putting it on 350 and trying to watch it. You know, let it cook slow.
Right.
And then you just take it and grind it up and put it in a jar, and it have a shelf life of 40 days.
You just gave me a good idea.
So
you know this stuff growing in my garden.
Yeah, you got a garden now.
I don't know how to.
He growing kale.
Yeah, he growing kale.
Oh man, make you some kale chips. And man,
kale chips.
Kale chips are good.
I mean, fresh out the oven. I was like,
kale chips. Cook them on 150. Don't put them on 200. Put them on 150.
Good idea.
Get you some I put some salt, pepper, and some rosemary on, or even thyme, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I love
And
rosemary.
eat that mug like
Rosemary and
that.
thyme.
Y'all gotta understand, man. When I did this, I did it for real. I went all the way in. I just
Right.
jumped in the deep end.
But you know the other thing, you out there in LA, man, they take that like LA, New York, you know,
They
like
take
those-
it
They
helps.
take it.
Serious.
I'm talking about
Yes,
you didn't put enough time in there. This is a disgrace. I'm writing
Yeah,
up
yeah.
a review.
Yeah,
I'm writing a review.
Oh yeah, Leslie did not know what. I can't believe.
Thank you.
You are done in this town.
And it be something real small that just ruined everything for you.
Right.
It was
Yeah.
like, yeah, they
I don't
put
like
the,
the
they put
texture
the
of
fork
your
on the
butter.
wrong side of the table.
And you want to know
Right.
something that's really hard too? Coming back home when people
Right.
know you.
Right.
Coming back home is the worst place
It is.
to try to start a
Start
business
your-
or try
right.
to do anything.
Right.
And then you get I'm gonna say this: if you're my friend, because I got real good friends, my friends pay actual price. I don't give them discount. If you're my friend, you want me to
That's how I
grow,
eat.
you gonna pay what I
should
say.
come and
It's
ask
not
for
a
more.
discount.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't look for a handout.
Right.
You don't. And if you understand that this is my business,
Yeah.
this is how I'm eating.
Right.
Yeah.
If I give you a discount, then what am I
Right.
doing? Then you gonna let me come and borrow that extra 30 out of you to
Thank
give me?
you.
And I feel you on that. And out of respect
And so-
for what you do, they shouldn't. Like I had my cousin cater our reception.
Mhm.
I ain't asked for no discount because that's what he does for a living. He barbecue and he do. I ain't asked for no discount. And when I say, man, well, how much you gonna charge me? Well, cuz it's whatever. I'm like, man, you know, tell me.
He
Oh,
used,
no.
to, he used to the bullshit.
Yeah.
He
He
used
used to
to. He gonna feel wrong.
But see, I don't
Yeah.
even accept the bullshit.
Yeah.
I be like, it's 150 deposit and then plus the extra or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
What this and that. And they be like, oh, 150 deposit?
Yeah. And I
Yeah.
could have gave him like $100. He probably been cool with that. But I'm like, nah, you know, this is what you do. You know,
Right.
Because people not factoring, you gotta
Yeah.
buy the food. Then I gotta
Right.
slave
Yeah.
over the food.
And I
Right.
That extra 300, that's for me.
Oh my
So
That extra
God.
300, that's mine.
So people, when I first moved back, I
Right.
was doing private dinners in homes for 150.
Yeah.
I'll be like, 150 is the deposit.
Boy, trying to
Yeah.
get a name.
And then I would do the cooking for them, and then I'll be like, and then I'll give you a receipt, and you have to pay for the food, 150 plus the cost of food.
Reimbursement.
Right.
And they be like, 150
What?
plus the cost of food. I was
Now,
like,
you don't
oh,
get it?
you don't
They
get it.
don't get it.
They don't get it, and they feel like you ripping them off. Why?
Right.
Why I gotta pay you 150 then
Right.
the cost of food? 150
Yeah,
is
the
first of
food
all,
ain't
I just
free.
first of all you don't have the dishes and the pots and the pans
That
that
I
I need.
need.
I just
Right.
brought this big old suitcase in here,
Right.
and I got special knives that because
Right.
your dull knives not
Ain't
finna
gonna
do
cut
it.
it,
Yeah.
right?
I don't
so
even
you
like
know-
the you don't even look like you wash your silverware that well. You know
You know what I'm saying? Oh,
It's food for
hey
3
man, I didn't went in
Right.
houses and
Right.
nice houses and the
Right.
kitchens was dirty.
Right.
And I sent an email. Now I sent an email prior.
Please have kitchen,
If I had to clean the kitchen, it's
That's
an
wow.
additional $75.
Thank
I had to
you.
Yeah.
plan your meal
Yeah.
out to
And
what I'm
clean
gonna
your
cook for you a
kitchen.
whole week
Right.
in advance. So-
Right.
Then you gotta pay for my time. I just spent gas to go, and I don't go to HEB. I
Right.
go to these local farmers out here, and I be like, "Hey, bro," just like I went to go pick peaches. Them people, they don't pick them peaches for you. They let you go out there
Yeah,
and
you
pick
gotta
them.
go pick
the
So
peaches
now I just went and
yourself.
picked them damn peaches myself. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Ain't no labor
Goddamn
workers out
meat,
there.
all that, exactly. Right.
So it's just that you gotta understand that if you go to any other, if you go to any other, or if you call any other chef, any other race, they gonna hit you with $250, $300. And if I was charging you $300 to $500, I wouldn't charge you the cost of food. But if I tell you 500, and you're gonna be like, well, what the hell I'm getting for 500? You know what I'm saying? So you have to look at that, and so now I charge $250 plus and plus cost of food, and people be like, well, I was like, listen, I got a lot more behind my name now.
That's
You should have called. You should have called me back in the day.
Don't even worry about it because your price gonna go up.
That's
a
good price,
Gonna
though.
be
Yeah.
even more.
That's good.
Right.
Oh, when they
It's
come
gonna
into
be more.
I
town,
would pay for that.
when they come into town, and see,
Right.
I love my strippers. I love them. Because the great part about it is they can't be seen with
You
them.
talking about Buttercup and Booty Clap?
Hey, all of them. Every one of them. They call me, they be like, Leslie, I got somebody here in town, you know the deal. I be like, oh yeah, just 600.
Right.
Because they call you at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Exactly.
They call you out your bed.
People
Right.
don't want to pay.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Everybody don't want to pay.
And then they be like, oh, that's cool. He gonna tip
Yeah.
you too.
Exactly.
Look, oh, okay. Well, tell him I'm on my way.
I'm on my way.
I gotta stop at Kroger's, the most expensive
Okay.
store. That's That's the only thing over this time of night. You know, I gotta go. Hey,
Expensive with the card.
Yeah.
With the card.
Yeah,
With the Kroger card. You
Right.
know, but
Y'all
hey,
ain't doing nothing but give me
Yeah.
cheaper gas.
and then I'm like, dang, can you, hey, bro, can you go in the back and cut me some steaks? I got $20 for you. Go, hey, I got this one. I go, I won't get nobody in trouble.
Right, don't get
He'll
nobody
go in the
in
back. He'll be like, what you need?
Right.
He'll be there.
Okay.
I'll be like, hey, bro.
Well, you think about it, that's what it's all about.
Yeah. So, you know,
Right.
you just.
I had a meat man like that too.
Hey, he had Kroger, and I ain't getting him. I don't even want to know. You don't even need to know which one I go
Okay.
to.
It's a plug.
Yeah, because he'll cut it up for me
Well,
just
I
for
got the
20.
plug.
Yeah.
Well, Leslie, Chef Leslie, thanks for coming on the show.
I
Tell
appreciate
everybody again how to reach you, all your contact information.
Okay, I'm Leslie the Chef on Instagram. I'm Leslie the Chef on Twitter. I'm Chef Leslie on Facebook. You can reach me at Leslie Personal Chef at Gmail. Also, my phone number is 832-260-2966. You can hear me. You can hit me on my DM. Hey, if you got
Slide in my
questions,
DM.
yeah, slide in my DM. But if you got any questions or anything, I don't charge you for asking questions. It's just when I get to it, I get to it. You know, because some people can harass you on your emails.
They will.
Yeah, but you know, when I get to it, I get to it. I try to answer everything because I don't know which one is
Just
business
put a
and I don't know
signature
which
on
one
it.
is
That way they
question.
know you got it.
Yeah.
And then you just get back to them.
And so I don't even want to open. I keep that dot on there so I know myself that I haven't answered it. So I try to look at them on a every other day basis so I know which one to answer them. But I mean, hey. Hit me up if you want to try meal prep. It is a cost. I mean, but shit, you can get it. You can get one.
Exactly.
Tastings, I do tastings as well, but tastings is $75. So you know you can do that. You know, just hit me up. You know, this is how I live. This is how I make my money. So you
Thank
gotta
you.
understand everything comes with a cost. So you know that's it, man. Appreciate y'all. These people in here got to taste the food and.
They did, and they
I'm a
enjoyed it.
witness.
We
Yeah.
enjoyed
I'm
it.
a
I even had
witness.
some. He even brought some vegetarian for me.
And also, just be looking out for my seasonings. They're going to be coming out. I'm actually going to be doing a tasting. I'm
Okay.
getting ready. Oh, in October, I'm getting ready to do a revealing cancer symptoms for men. It's purple, and for women, it's pink. So we're
Okay.
going to be telling the secrets and symptoms of. It's a masquerade dinner. So all my food's gonna have different masks on them, and they're gonna be
Shut the fuck
something
up.
to
I like
help you.
that.
Yeah, so it's gonna be coming out. I'm gonna
Awesome.
be inviting a lot of people.
Yeah, invite some people.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
you know it won't be cousin Sharon and all them there. It'll be
Okay.
some people.
Right,
you know,
right, right.
but
Fire
yeah.
right there.
Right.
So you know I'm gonna make sure you three get invitations to that as well.
Okay. All right.
It's gonna be a masquerade dinner, and we're gonna have a good time, and it's gonna be it.
All right.
All right,
Thanks
look out for
coming
October.
out.
Nice
Word.
to meet you.
Yeah, man, appreciate that. Nice to meet y'all too.
And before we get out of here, just so y'all know, slavery is a choice.
Yeah, that was funny.
Thank y'all for joining in.
Yeah, thank y'all for tuning in.
was a
As
choice.
always, we
That's
are
what you
walking
need to use.
love.
Cheap meal preps is a choice.
Yeah.
Hey, but as
That
always,
is-
may
I
y'all
need
walk
a- I
in
need a
love
shirt.
and
That's a
light
shirt.
and peace.
That's
Be
a
out.
shirt. Cheap meal preps is a choice. That is funny.
Yeah.
Niggas like slavery, that sounds like a choice. I mean mental slavery. Goddamn it, too late.
Mental slavery. His apology didn't even make up for what he said.
You know
But you know what? If he come in town with his concert, he's still gonna sell out.
I don't know, man. You ain't saw them niggas burning them nigga Yeezys?
Yeah, please.
I'll be honest with you. What he did was he traded in blacks for more whites. Because the white folk are on this side.
And it shows he's
He's
been
finally
talking-
come around. You remember George Bush didn't love black people? Oh, you know Trump. We finally reached him.
Go get
Yeah.
some Yeezys.
That's what
That's
yeah,
what happened.
they're gonna get the Yeezys.
Niggas ain't fucking with it. It's a Detroit radio station.
Thank y'all
that's
for
not
tuning
playing
in.
music
Make
right
sure
now.
y'all check out
They just- we not
Chef
playing it.
Leslie.
I ain't finna go pay no $600.
I'll be honest, man. I'm not.